Hello everybody, greetings from Hiroshima. Welcome to another video. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. So, it is a very rainy day here in Hiroshima, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm up early again, as usual these days. And since it's raining, I think the smart thing to do is to go shopping under one of those covered arcades, but I don't know. I don't really have anything to buy, to be honest with you. And I mean, shops are shops, right? So I am thinking about walking over to a couple of places I've never been to. Number one is a garden, a Japanese garden. And the other one is Hiroshima Castle. These two places I've never been. And so that's what I'm going to do. I actually brought a collapsible umbrella from Tokyo, but I realized it's too small for me and my camera gets wet. I realized that when I was filming in Kyoto, so I bought this clear umbrella from Lawson that's a lot bigger. And so now my camera doesn't get as wet, and also my backpack is safe as well. So I'm walking through this area called Hachobori, and to me it looks like they are maybe government buildings. That's what it looks like to me. Either that or hospitals. Right, so wrong again. This is the Bank of Japan Hiroshima branch. While we walk to the castle, I figure I'll tell you a little bit about what's been happening with my energy level after I started walking 20,000 steps a day and intermittent fasting. Yeah, I've only been having one meal a day, and I've been doing that for about, I guess 3 weeks now. Yeah, maybe a little bit more than 3 weeks, almost a month. And number one, I've lost weight. I've lost, wait, 86. I think I lost like 15 pounds. Yeah, that's pretty incredible, I have to say. And to be honest with you, it wasn't that difficult. The first 3 days was the most difficult part, but now it's like I don't really think about food, which is a good and bad thing at the same time. And the bad thing is that when I'm traveling, I'd like to have 3 meals so I can enjoy more of the local cuisine, but I don't do that now. But I'm okay with it, and I feel a lot better. My energy level is through the roof. I have so much energy, and I think that's what I'm most happy about, is how much energy I have. I've been traveling for almost 2 weeks now, and my schedule has been quite hectic and busy, but I can film all day long. Of course I get tired, but that's normal, right? But I have so much more energy. The one thing I like about Hiroshima is that it's a compact city, and since I walk a lot, I love walking. You can pretty much walk to everywhere. Of course, if you can't really walk to Miyajima. I mean, you could, but I don't know, you'd be crazy. But anyway, look. I don't know if you can see because it's kind of rainy, but we are at Hiroshima Castle. We're just outside the castle grounds. The one problem is, although the castle is there, I can't get there. There are no crosswalks here, so I have to go all the way down there. Or I can take this more scenic route through this beautiful green walkway. Yeah, this is better. This is a better idea. Sometimes Satoshi and I, we go walking in the city, and he thinks it's weird that I avoid the main roads. I don't like the noise from the cars passing by. It's noisy and it's not relaxing to me. Satoshi actually doesn't mind the main roads. He thinks it's funny that I avoid them. I prefer walking along these quaint streets like this. That's a little quieter. I mean, it's not that quiet because the main road's right there, but at least you have all this green. Actually, what is this anyway? It's really pretty. Oh, it looks like it's a museum. This is a museum, guys. I think. I think I'm wrong again. It's something else. And that's what's interesting for me to travel to a new city. I always get lost and I don't really care. Boy, the rain is coming down really hard now. It's going to be raining hard all day today, but that's okay. I'm not going to let that stop me from enjoying this day in Hiroshima. I see, look at that. Actually, you cannot cross here. There are no crosswalks. And the sidewalk ends here. What do you do? Well, you go underground. This is the Motomachi Chikado. Okay, careful of your steps, especially when it's raining. That's what my mommy always told me, and that's actually very good advice. Wait, I just saw these signs here. Hiroshima Castle, 300 meters, and the other place I want to take you guys is here, the Shukeian Garden. Yeah, these are the two places we're gonna go today. Hi, we are here at Hiroshima Castle. Hi. Hiroshima Castle Mae. So yeah, I think this is the entrance. Ah, look at this. So it says historical ruins of Hiroshima Castle. I see. So I guess it's more the ruins of the castle grounds. This is where we are right now. Okay, let's go inside. So Hiroshima Castle was built in 1591 by a feudal lord. However, it was destroyed by the atomic bomb in 1945. In 1958, it was restored to its former glories. And so there's actually a castle here. What a beautiful bridge. Oh, Koida. Hello. Good morning. Looks like some of them are looking up at me. Wow, I wonder if fish have good eyesight. Oops. なるほどね。So I guess there used to be other buildings here. These are the ruins. So this structure is called Ninomaru, and this is where basically the army was on the lookout for enemies coming into the castle. This is very pretty. This is very beautiful. I love castle moats. Hey, you guys are following me. Oh, these are big koi fish. They're huge. Hello. I used to dislike rainy days like today. Yeah, I used to dread them, which is why I despise the rainy season. I've learned how to enjoy the rain, actually. And once again, wearing the proper shoes, waterproof shoes, make a big difference. Here we are at Gokoku Shrine, Gokoku Jinja. inside the castle grounds. By the way, we're not allowed to film inside the shrine, so I'll just show you guys what it looks like from here. And it is now time for me to buy something to drink. I'm thirsty now. These days, all I drink are teas, and today's gonna be no different. I sometimes drink sparkling water. This is what I got, namacha. This is one of my favorite bottled teas. I think I mentioned it before, but we do have to divide the trash. This is everywhere, including in your household. And so you have combustible garbage, such as these, and then these are for recyclable plastics. Actually, I think they mean cans. Sorry, it says recyclable plastics in Japanese. So this is aluminum cans. And then here we have the PET bottles, the plastic bottles. And because of that, all the bottles, you see there are arrows here. You can easily take this label off, because when you throw it away at home, you have to peel this off before throwing it away. And it's raining, and these are the steps. But it almost looks like you're walking up a waterfall. Look at this. This is why you need to be wearing the proper shoes. It's like a really nice park here. Oh, there's the castle. Let's go check out the castle. You know, when I was a kid, and my mother used to bring us to Japan every year, she never really took us to castles because I think she herself didn't find them particularly interesting, and neither did I guess. But as I grew older, because the castles in Japan are such a big part of the history of this country, I find them quite fascinating. And as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate architecture, and that's another reason why I love looking at castles. Whether they be Japanese castles, Chinese castles, or European castles, I love them all. There it is, Hiroshima Castle. This is a view from the castle. It's pretty. These are all sakura trees here. You can see some of the flowers still left on the branches. They haven't fallen off completely yet. Hiroshima Castle is considered to be a very simple castle in design, which is why you see the wooden panels. They're bare, but I kind of like it. I like the simpleness of it. So I just came out of the castle. There is absolutely no filming or taking photographs inside the castle, and so yeah, I didn't get to show you what it looks like on the inside. But basically, it is a museum. Yeah, it's a museum depicting the history of the castle and how the city of Hiroshima got built. It was interesting though. It was very interesting. Please note the beautiful carpet of yellow fallen leaves. I couldn't help but notice this. Almost look like, you know, this could be made into a beautiful pattern for a dress. What do you think? No? Oh, and I also noticed the moss. That's beautiful. Walking down these stairs, once again, it looks like I'm walking down a waterfall. Like, really. Look. If I had the wrong shoes, my feet would be drenched and I would be miserable right now. Oh. That was interesting. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed learning a little bit about Hiroshima. Now we're gonna go to this garden in the center of the city. It's about a 1.3 kilometer walk from here. So I'll meet you guys over there. So we are just about there at Shukeian Garden, and the Hiroshima Prefectural Art Museum is here. You can actually enter the garden from this art museum as well. I also just learned that Shukeian Garden was established in 1620, making it over 400 years old. So guys, we are inside a part of the garden called the Peony Garden. Let's take a walk through, shall we? I think walking around a park, once again, as long as you have the proper footwear, is actually kind of nice. Actually adds to the atmosphere of it all. Wow, these are really low-hanging flowers. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're not gonna go down there. But these are beautiful, aren't they? There's a pond there. Let's go over there. So are these peonies? I don't know. I don't know what peonies look like. Pretty though. And here's the pond. Wow, this place must have been really beautiful when the sakura was in full bloom. Look, these are sakura trees, but you can see the petals, the sakura petals, all on the ground. They're actually floating because of the rain. Wait, I need to get there. Look at this. Even the bench is covered with petals. So here's the pond. And by the way, this garden has been pretty much kept the same design as when it was built. I'm so glad I came here. This is so peaceful. There's no one around. I guess no one would think about coming to the park in the rain. Oh, sorry, I keep stopping for the flowers. By the way, this park was built by a feudal lord, or for a feudal lord. Sorry, I don't quite remember. But after a couple of renovations by a famous Kyoto tea ceremony master, or something like that, yeah, it's remained unchanged. It's remained this way since way back then. Hard to believe this is in the center of the city, isn't it? Once again, look at this. I almost want to say a river. This is actually not a river, it's a walking path. But we'll walk because, you know, I have the proper shoes. I should call this video wearing the proper shoes instead of walk through Hiroshima. Oh, look at this. Look at all these sakura petals. So beautiful. Doesn't this look like a river? Oh. Now, the only bad thing about the rain is that you can't really sit on the benches because they're all wet. You know, I just want to sit here for like 10 minutes so I can just soak in the view. Here's a little bridge. Notice that there are no koi fish in this pond. You know, I think it's pretty obvious that I am avoiding crowds. I'm trying to avoid crowds as much as possible. Just because we're still in the middle of the pandemic here. You know, restaurants are open and stuff. But if they're crowded, I'm a little afraid. Must focus on my footsteps so I don't fall into the water. Oh, these narrow bridges. Oh. Let's stop here for a moment. Oh, hey! You guys are here. That's one koi fish, and I think I saw another one. I don't think it likes me. Okay. Made it. We made it to the other side. So this area used to be a rice field. It says that in this small area, the feudal lord used to plant rice. And that's the main reason why I've been filming at parks mostly. Parks and walking across bridges and going to these random places. This is a perfect view of the pond inside the garden. This is a beautiful garden. Over 400 years old. This sakura tree is still in bloom. Wow. Here's a flower for my mother. I think this is the flower that she likes. I forgot what it was called. Alright guys, I'm going to end my video here. I think I filmed enough for you guys, and I think maybe you guys had enough of me walking around this garden. But it is a beautiful garden if you are in Hiroshima. Once, of course, when traveling begins. I do recommend this place. It's beautiful. I love it, and it's so peaceful. Just make sure you wear the right shoes if it's raining. And you should bring the right shoes anyway, because it rains a lot here in Japan. The castle, Hiroshima Castle, is definitely worth visiting. Maybe inside, not so much, because it's basically a museum and it doesn't feel like you're in a castle. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.